Hi everybody, my name is Jan Dufour and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live right outside of Louisville, Kentucky. It's at the beginning of the year and everybody makes resolutions. Some of you keep them, some of you don't. No judgment here. But one of the things we all can do is remember to give thanks to those people around us with random acts of kindness, also called RAKs. Today we're going to use Everyday Thanks, and as you can see, it has a variety of different things on there. Doctors, nurses, health professionals, your mom who gives you this, or, a health professional, something for a school teacher, an officer, and a coach, and then a couple of thank yous. Today we're going to use the coach and thank you for everything you do. Coaches work really, really hard, and whether we like them or not, they do the best that they can. So we're going to make 3x3 cards. You have to cut your own 3x3. We don't actually sell a card that's this size. We do sell the envelopes, the 3x3 envelopes to go with them. So I'll put that aside. I'm going to do it in team colors, which you don't have to do, of course. You can do it in any color that you like. Whoops, this goes here. And you can, obviously put it, I'll do it opposite just for fun. And we'll go ahead and glue those down. Got to tell you a couple of things. Because it's the beginning of the year, those of you that know Stampin' Up! Know that it's celebration time, which means for every $50 without shipping or handling or taxes attached, you get a free set or a free DSP papers. There is a couple that require a $100 order before taxes and shipping, and they're bigger things, bigger stamp sets, that kind of thing. I'm just putting these down, and I have the measurements for you. There will be a project sheet over on my blog, so let's look at that right now. My website is stampmesilly.com. If you have any questions or want a free catalog, you can go to jandufour@yahoo.com. And if you want to order anything and don't have a demonstrator, my live online store is jandufour.stampinup.net. So I want to talk first about, there's a project sheet. If you go to my blog, stampmesilly.com, it has the things that we used. It has the cutting, measurements, and assembly. I'm also going to have a project sheet that shows you how to cut 12 by 12 paper. It's not to size, but first you score at 3 inches and 9 inches and then cut at 6. And then that will give you a whole bunch. You can also then score, before you cut this in half, you can score the line here, which I neglected to put in. So I'll have to fix that. But anyway, and then there's what you can do if you have an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. If you want to use basic white thick, you can do it this way. You can get 3 cards out of it. So I'll have that corrected on the website at stampmesilly.com. Okay, one of the other things we have to talk about besides celebration is the join promotion. Now, I don't usually talk about that kind of thing very much, but this is just too cool. So if you join during celebration, which ends February 29th, because it's a leap year, you get this, your choice. There's 2 choices. The first choice is this wonderful glass mat. It's got all kinds of measurements. It's got centimeters over here and inches over here. It's heat resistant, stamp resistant. You can smear, if you like to watercolor, you can put the stuff right on here and it cleans right up. In addition to that, you also get this silicone pad, which you can put anywhere and it doesn't slide. So you can put your stamp pad in here and rub it with a brush and it won't go anywhere. You can also do watercolor pieces in there. And you get this cleaning cloth, which is similar to what our chamois was, but if any of you ever bought our chamois, it dries hard as a rock. This does not. It does mark up, but it'll get nasty looking and still work great. It's thinner than our old chamois. I love it. And I was real not a fan of the other chamois. So it dries, it takes a little bit to dry, so that's good because once you wet it, you can use it all day almost and have it stay nice and dry. I do put it inside of a stamp case, which you can purchase. I think you get 4 of them. And I put a couple of holes in them so that it doesn't mold when it is drying out, if you will. So there's that. So that is one of the join promotions. The other one is instead of all of this, you can choose an additional $30 worth of product. So it costs $99 and tax, no shipping, and you get $125 worth of anything that you want. And you can get this first promotion, the glass mat, the silicone mat, and the cleaning thing, or an additional $30 worth of product. Okay, commercial's over, but I just have to tell you that it's one of the best ones that I think we've had. And of course, demonstrators see everything early, and we had the opportunity to purchase this, so I did. All right, so we've got our team colors here. The size of that is 2 3/4 by 1 3/8, and that you do that twice for the 2 colors. The background that I'm going to stamp on is 2.5 by 2.5. So I got my Memento Black out. I tried some experiments, which I'll show you. Some of them were real good. Some of them were okay. But, you know, that's kind of why you play. All right. So I have to kind of put this sideways because of the whistle thread or holder or rope or whatever it is. So we have that. I'm going to go ahead and cover this up and put it away so I don't make a mess. Oh no, I need it again. Well, I'll get it out again later. Okay, so there's that. And this looks fine. If that's what you want to do on there, it's got a nice little border. For me, I just felt like this was too big a white space. You could probably, let me see how big just the plain things is. Oh, that might work. If you angle it a little bit more or stick it over a little bit more, this is the word thanks. And that actually would fit right here quite nicely. So if you scoot that up just a hair and put that there, that would solve, not a problem, but one of the concerns I had with the way it was looking. My solution was to chop part of it off. It also shows the colors a little bit better. And you can use, it's a trio. And so you can use whatever corner on there, because there are 3 different corners. This is actually to thread through, or ribbon through, so it's not really a corner. But you can do anything of that. I just changed what side my garbage is on, and I'm throwing a lot of stuff on the floor because I'm forgetting which side. But anyway, I like this presentation better. So I flip it over, and you'll notice I didn't color or do anything to the whistle. So it makes it really quick and easy to make. You know, you can, if you have multiple coaches or assistant coaches that are with them, it makes it a real fast thank you. And again, you can have health professionals with one, and teachers, and you can do all kinds of them. But then I just kind of drop it down, and I don't push because there are dimensionals on it, and I don't really want it to attach until I'm ready. This is not where I want it. As you can see, it does lift if you don't press on it once you put it down. I'm looking at this corner in here, which you can't see very well, and this corner, trying to get those, those 2 lined up. And that's good. There we go. Now I press it down. And then on the inside, there's a phrase that says, thank you for everything you do. I didn't put the sticker on yet, as you can see, so that's part of the reason I'm having a hard time reading it. All right. And you'll notice I didn't use my stamp position or anything. I just went for it. Good for me. There you go. And that's all you have to do to make this cute little thank you note. stick it in the envelope. And these are not mailable. 3x3 cannot go through the mail. I have that on my project sheet to remind you. But they're great to tuck in your purse, tuck in your car, and you can hand them out as you feel like you should. Thanks so much for stopping by. Again, if you have any questions and you want to ask them of me, or if you want a new catalog that just came out, the new mini, it's jandufour@yahoo.com. My website is stampmesilly.com. So if you're viewing me on YouTube and you want this project sheet, go to my website and then you'll be able to download that project sheet. You have to scroll down, it's past the video, and then there's a few other things and it'll say project sheet. Just click on that and you will be able to get that. Thanks so much. Consider subscribing. Click the button down below, either here on YouTube or on my website blog, and I would really appreciate it. Have a great, great beginning of the year. Bye.